We're supposed to be on vacation. I thought sailing was supposed to be fun. Why do I have to work so hard?
Today we're going to be changing our size 30 winch with a Lewmar Evo electric winch. The new winch, the base is a little bit wider than the old winch, and the angle where the line's going to come in is a little bit higher. The original winch, the line comes in at maybe 2.5 inches from the base of the winch, so we'll have to take that into account. Also, the base of the new winch is a little bit wider than the old one, so we have to make sure we get clearance from this back bulkhead. First step will be to pull this trim strip off to see what we're dealing with underneath. And before we get too far into it, make sure that we're going to have room for the electric motor to sit somewhere in this area. Alright, so now we have a first peek at underneath, which didn't reveal anything. So I'm guessing that the original winch is bolted to the deck from above and somehow recessed in there. So let's pull this off and see what's behind there. Alright, as we can see, this is the bulkhead at the top. So the other winch is setting just forward of the GPS. So the old winch is sitting right here somewhere, and there's not really any access to what's underneath it. So we're just going to go to the top side, strip the old winch. Okay, so here's the old winch. We're going to go ahead and remove the top. The Lewmar winches typically don't need tools to strip the winch. So we pull the top cover off. We pull the locker off. Then the drum should come out. And then we can see the old winch is bolted around the bottom. So we'll have to pull those screws out. The next step is to figure out where the new winch is going to sit. It's going to sit about there, but it's going to be a little bit higher, so it should be alright. So we got to go underneath and figure out what to do with it. I drilled some little bitty holes here so I can see where the old winch was to get the placement. And the electric motor is going to go something like that. So for the motor to go like this with the bulkhead, this will have to come down through the deck and fit about like that to get it as close as possible to the back of the setup. And you only can set this in 90-degree increments. So we're going to choose that as our location. So if we do that, it means that this is going to go up top, very similar to that, which means we're going to be just inside here is where we're going to cut the hole for this. Cordless is not going to work. This is the plug that came through the deck. You can see it has about a 1/2 inch of fiberglass on top, about a 1/4 inch or 3/8 of inch of aluminum, and then some more laminations on the bottom. See how that works? That looks pretty sweet. Now the first problem is starting to come to light. The deck is thicker than I thought it was going to be. The electric winch is installed. As you can see, it's not really in the way of walking down the companionway. We'll end up boxing this in with something. I still need to run the electricity. The wires will come here through this bulkhead, and we'll mount the relays back in this area somewhere.